It's Wednesday, February 26th, just following up on the SPY. Decided to take a base hit gain here on this puts that I bought here, kind of near the blue line. It was on the 5-minute chart. After a rally, it came up and had a red shooter bar. I bought the puts here, scaled out, set up an overage trade to see if we take out the lows of the day. We still might do it. There's about a half hour to go in trading now, but on the 15-minute chart, I watched it closely. You got the green bar here and then the 2 up on the green bar. So I don't know where this thing's going to close. You got NVIDIA reporting after the bell. That could, either be very good or very bad for the market overall. So I just decided to exit this trade here and call it a day. Bought the 605 puts 1133, scaled out at 1256, and then when it came kind of back near that entry area, I exited 1146. So a small gain here on this, not a bad trade. Still, I could still see with 2 bars to go here, maybe we hit the lows of the day and we're just kind of pausing at the moment. But with, like I said, NVIDIA earnings after the bell and, in terms of some of the uncertainty going into tomorrow, I'll just see what happens starting tomorrow. But doesn't change the comments I made on the previous video where I think this is a key inflection point on the daily chart. We're coming down here to a key pause area. Either we're gonna, pause and then continue much lower, or it could be a reversal area. Until I see the reversal on the daily chart, I'm not, I'm biased to the downside. The weekly chart, like I said, on a 2-down week, came down, took out this pivot low. So that's why that's the key inflection point we're dealing with here. Do we just pause and then eventually continue much lower to the bottom of this megaphone, or is this a reversal area? Reversal area is only going to take place, when the daily chart starts up a little bit. Today it did. It hit this little gap area, and then intraday structure kind of completely broke down, coming down here pretty strong with the red bar to test the lows of the day. So even though we had this nice up move, some good trades here to the upside on a lot of stocks, it was just a morning move, and then eventually we failed. So today we're just kind of settling in the close. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's some of the key reference points. And again, I described in the previous video, if anyone didn't see it, on the yearly chart, we're also at a key little inflection point as well. We came up after the green year, took out that high as expected, but now we're pausing. If we break down a little bit from here, we can turn that yearly chart, below the open red, and who knows, once it turns red, it can go red all year long. So that's going to be a key reference point, the open. For now, we're still green, but that's why it's pausing here. It's trying to hold in this area. You can see for 2 days now. And do we reverse strongly from here? Anything's possible, but that's going to show up more on the weekly chart, which I will pull up once again. And if we can get that weekly chart, maybe it has a big, hammer bar by the end of the week and a 2-up week. But if not, this area, if it breaks down, we could be heading a lot lower. So that's still my bias until things change, and that's why I'm looking for aggressive trades, to buy puts. Today was a little bit of a pause day after a lot of, moves down. That's kind of, that always happens from time to time. But the breakdown in intraday structure certainly followed through a little lower, and I thought we might get a secondary push to new lows of the day. But at the moment, we might, we're just holding here. But we'll see how this bar closes. We'll see how NVIDIA earnings affects the market tomorrow, and we'll monitor, the weekly chart at this key inflection point to see whether we just hold it here and eventually reverse, or do we break down and maybe head a lot lower.